Welcome to episode 8. We're starting today off with $3,556 in the bankroll, and we're going to head over to River Rock to play some 1-3 and 2-5 if the game opens. We're going to crush some souls, going to get above $4,000. I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, first hand of the session, we got Ace Queen facing a limp. We're already down to $300 upon for 400, so a little bit short. We're going to raise this up as Ace Queen, bump it up to 15, and only the limper calls. So heads up to a flop, which comes down very nice. Ace, Ace, 8 with a spade flush draw. So when he checks it to me, I'm going to down bet here to $10, and he makes the call. Off to a turn, which is the 5 of clubs, and our opponent leads here for $15. Small bet. I kind of want to raise it, but we always get so many folds. But I don't know. We're going to raise it up. We're going to make about $75. That way it's going to be about a pot-sized bet on the river. So 75, and he makes the call. River is the 7 of diamonds. Pretty innocuous card, and our opponent just snap, donk, shoves all in here. Pretty gross spot. Limp call the flop, limp call pre-flop, check call a small bet on the flop, lead turn call the raise, and then donk shove the river. Like, this is some street poker right here. Honestly, he should just checked it to us. We would have jammed and he would have stacked us, but for some reason this is even more tilting than getting stacked. We're just gonna fold Ace Queen. We're never good here. He's probably got pocket fives. Probably pocket fives, maybe Ace 8, Ace 5. He's definitely got a full house on the turn. So we're just gonna let this one go, and we fold. It says good fold, but doesn't show, so we're going to lose that one, unfortunately. Okay, we're playing about 5-handed here, so when it folds to me in the cutoff with 5-3 suited, it's a little bit loose, but we're 5-handed. Probably a fold, but I'm going to raise it up to $12. Every time I make a loose open, I'm going to get punished. See if it's any different this time. Only the big blind calls, so heads up to a flop, which is unbelievably nice. Ace 5-3 with a diamond flush draw, so we flop a backdoor flush draw and bottom 2 pair. It checks it over to us. We want to bet small, but I don't want to bet less than $10. Like, I'm not betting 130 here, so I'm just gonna make it $10. And he min raises to 20. I don't want to raise and chase off any weird Ace X that he's doing this with. It seems like a raise, find out where I am kind of hand, so I'm not gonna let him know where he is. So call 20. Turns all right. It's a 7 of clubs, so 6-4 gets there, but it's pretty whatever. Ace 7 gets there. Now he bets really small, $20, and I think here he's just got like a flush draw that's trying to set his own price. Flush draw, or maybe like the best hand I think he'll have here is like Ace X of diamonds. So I'm gonna go ahead and bump this up so we can jam the river, as well as get some value from all these flush draw hands. Raise up to 70, and he wastes no time in going all in. Block pocket 5s, block pocket 3s, block Ace 3 and Ace 5 suited, and I just think he's got a flush draw the way it's played with his small bet sizings. I just don't think he's got value here. Like, this just seems like Ace X of diamonds, like, every time. So we're going to toss in the call, and river is the Ace of spades counterfeiting us, and our opponent indeed had Ace 6 of diamonds. So we were only like a 60% favorite to win when the money went in. He's got a gut shot, 2 pair draws, counterfeit draws with the Ace and the 7, trips, flush, everything. So that's all right. We get punished for opening 5-3 suited. All right, still 5-handed. This is the same opponent as the last hand with 5-3 of hearts, and we've got pocket queens. Definitely gonna open this up, make it $12. Good news, button calls, and the same player as before 3 bets us to $50. Big blind gets out the way, and you know, we're about 100 big blinds effective. He covers us, and pocket queens is good enough to get the money in, so we're gonna put in the 4 bet. $105 doesn't have to be big. The SPR is gonna be 1 on the flop. Button folds, and small blind makes a call. Pretty good. Off to a flop, which fucking sucks. Ace 9, 7 rainbow. He checks it over to us. We're going to bet very small and then play some turns. So I bet $40, 1/5 pot, and I guess it's an alright result. He does fold. So queens was the best hand there, but I don't know, 4 bet pots, I think ace high is just a small bet, especially on that SPR. Like, we can't really call a turn shove. But worse isn't calling, better isn't folding. I don't know about that. I don't know. Works out this time though, so we scoop that pot. Alright, final hand. A bit of a short video. It's really tough to get some hand histories, just not making much. We got pocket twos under the gun +1. Definitely gonna open this up, $12. And we get the cutoff as well as the button call, or the big blind defending. So off to a flop. Ace, queen, 10, 2 hearts. Pretty good flop for our range, pretty bad for our hand. We're gonna start off with a check. This is a board that's gonna connect with a lot of people. So check and checks through. So off to a turn, which is pretty interesting. 10 of clubs. So on this card, we actually pick up a lot of value, right? We're gonna have a ton of king 10 that check back, jack 10, 10, 9 that all want to start betting here. And a lot of our flush draws are actually going to bet on the flop. And we're going to start betting some of them on the turn. So we need to find some new bluffs. And when the board pairs like this and you're looking for bluffs, low pocket pairs actually make a lot of sense to bluff with. So I start using like pocket twos to sixes because they can improve to boats if our opponent is trapping with a hand like king jack. Anyways, it's 1-3, you don't really need this theory, but it makes sense to do this kind of, to bluff with low pocket pairs on boards like this where you're searching for bluffs. So, put a small bet of $15, cutoff folds, and big blind calls. River's pretty interesting. It's the king of hearts, the pretty board changing card. He checks it over to us, and this is like the worst hand that we'll ever have here. All of our flushes got there. Our jack 10's now straight. Our trips could possibly even bet for value here. I think I would still bet trips for value. I don't know. No, I wouldn't. But any jack, any flushes, and we're going to have quite a few full houses here as well, like king 10. Anyways, he checks it. We're going to go and bet. It doesn't have to be too big because his range is going to be pretty weak here. So, at $35, and our opponent doesn't take too long and makes the call with ace-6 offsuit. Just owned. Nice hand, fella. Why, hello. Here we are editing episodes 8 and 9. I forgot to film the outro for episode 8, so here we are. We played 2 pretty long sessions. We were in for 400, out for 190 on the first one for a loss of 210, and then the second session we actually lost 563 for a total loss of 773. Across those 2 sessions, it was a pretty long, and we only had 4 hands of note, and some of them were pocket twos hands, like whatever. It's really boring sessions, a lot of raising, 3-betting, completely whiffing the flop, and nothing. So I'm gonna get back to editing these videos. Our bankroll's down to 2,783. I'm kind of steering away from 2.5 at, under 3K, but we're gonna see what happens, and I'll see you guys in episode 9.